Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. I did pretty much announce I was going to do a best and worst of 2025. I was kind of wondering, shall I do it? Shall I just keep it optional? But I thought, fuck it, why not? Last stream of the year, and because I'm getting so many supporters now, I may as well at least give them something, at least one more thing for the just till the end of the year, obviously. So yeah, my top 5 and worst of 2025, and I may have mentioned them already on the Nielsen ratings, but I didn't get a chance to talk about them all. And I kind of got a bit rushed when I was describing what my worst movie was, and I said worst show was, and now I've had a bit more time to mull over what I consider my best and worst. I think obviously some of the choices that I picked on the Nielsen ratings will have changed. So Stranger Things is still one of my worst shows, but it's not in my 5 worst shows. It's definitely a little bit over that, but it still pissed me off. But without further ado, I will get into my top 5 worst. So right now, 28 years later. Give me a second. Let me get the page up on IMDb. And share the page for you all, you beautiful bastards. And yeah, obviously there's no one in the comments right now because it's a very last minute stream and they have not really announced it. So share screen. Boom. And 28 years later, in case anyone doesn't know, it's set 28 years after the second 28 later movie, and this time a bunch of survivors after the rage virus pretty much fucked up the whole country. It's pretty much been living on this small little island, and sometimes occasionally they'll wander off onto the land that's pretty much contaminated and full of a lot of dangerous people. But obviously the kid, and it's really about the main characters are basically this guy played by Aaron Taylor Johnson and his son played by what's his name? Oh, where are you? Where's that actor? He's pretty good, him. Oh, yeah, Alfie Williams. That's him, Alfie Williams. Yeah, he was pretty good. So basically, the plot really revolves around him trying to get his sick mother to help after hearing about a doctor played by Ray Fiennes, and they basically have to survive the infected, especially naked ones who like to flash their willies about, which is sounds very disagreeable. Yeah, there's a lot of infected wang around there. It's pretty weird, but God, this could have been a really fucking good follow up to 28 days later and 28 weeks later. I'm not the biggest fan of 28 weeks later, but I did love the first one. I fucking love that first movie still. When the first one came out, I did not know what to think about it. When I saw the trailers, I was very intrigued. It seemed like something very different. And a little bit more unique, and then we come to here, and God, it just goes down so quickly after the first 20 minutes. As soon as the kid leaves the island with his mum, it just goes down the fucking pan. I mean, you got a soldier who's supposed to be his friend, but then he gets fucking killed off straight away. Then you got his mum fucking having this connection to this infected pregnant bitch who gives birth to a non-infected kid. And yeah, I know there's this maternal thing going on, but come on, this woman's infected. She's still going to kill you. Ray Fiennes is still very good in it, but it turns into a fucking cartoon when fucking what's his face off Jack O'Connell, sorry, shows up as these Jimmy Savile guys flipping around. We're listening to rock music. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is terrible. This is awful. This is a film that was so so grounded and felt realistic, and now it's turned into a cartoon. And I'm not looking forward to the second one, especially the fact that it's going to be directed by Nia DaCosta. And the thing is, this one's directed by Danny Boyle, who did the first one. This guy should fucking know better. But then again, he jumped on the Walk train right at the time when Walk was really dying. I mean, it was already dead when it came out, but this time it's really dying. And the fact that he's jumping on it now makes him even more art-hearted than the fucking stars who were doing it back in 2015. So, moving on. Fuck 28 Days Later. It was terrible. It's so terrible. So, actually, I think I might have Stranger Days Volume 5 on here, so fuck it, I'll get them on there. So Stranger Things, Volume 5. Because there is just nothing to do with these characters. So I'm on number 4 now, Stranger Things, I'm on Volume 5. There's nothing to do with these characters. There's nothing to do with these characters at all. It's like every character is just there. So yeah, oh fucking hell, yeah. Sorry, I'm going back and forth on the tabs here a little bit with the share screen. I do apologize. Elder Moy, how you doing? Hey, have a happy New Year. I don't know if you're like 5 hours behind us, but yeah, by the time we get to New Year, you're still going to be in 2025. So I will say hello from the future. Emperor Goodwin, how you doing? Well, yeah, that's it's not in my best, but fucking hell. Yeah, I've not put it in my worst though either. I've not. I know I should because it's terrible, but there is something fun about how fucking terrible that movie is. So yeah, for Goodwin, yeah. So it's just them Canadian Spider-Man. How you doing, man? And good morning, you bastard. Greetings from British Columbia. Yeah, I hope you're doing really well, man. I hope you are. Yeah, and 28 years later was such a letdown, and I think the next one's going to be a bigger fucking letdown with Nia DaCosta, a woman who practically walked off halfway through making a movie just to do another movie, and then never fucking got the people for blaming that movie was terrible. Who the fuck walks off a movie just to make another movie? That's what the hell? Are you supposed to sort your fucking conflicting schedules out? Oh man, I hate modern Hollywood. I do. But back to Stranger Things. 10 years ago, this was like the reason to fucking subscribe to Netflix. It really was. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I wanted to subscribe to Netflix, because I heard it was really good. It was like this thing, and people were wondering what this was all about. And there was and yeah, no, it was a bit of nostalgia baiting with the, with the kind of, the group of, kids who are like bratty, but they've got this innocence to them, they're adorable, but at the same time, they can be sweary, they can be brats, they can be foul-mouthed, but they're still very charming, and you kind of and you was with these kids throughout the this whole ordeal. You had Hopper, who had this great sort of like character arc where he was coming to terms with being a father figure again after such a tragic loss, and none of the characters just feel like the same characters anymore. They're basically just they all look like they're going through the motions. I will give credit to Dustin, at least he had something. He had the death of Eddie still sort of playing on him, and that scene where Steve was being an asshole to him about Eddie's death, which I don't know if he was doing it deliberately to get Dustin to come to terms with his grief, but it was very emotional where he was going, Steve, you can't die, otherwise I'd die. Okay, that was actually kind of heartbreaking to watch, and that's it. That's the only thing that really kind of really sort of got to me emotionally. And Joe Carey, fucking wasted, absolutely wasted. Charlie Heaton and Nancy doing this romantic breakup. What the fuck? What the hell is that about? Really? That was a breakup? I had no idea what was happening there. And the fact they're in this flooded room and suddenly it stopped. There was no stakes. I mean, this is like supposed to be what's the term? It's all or nothing. The fight for humanity. We should have characters dying. We should be raising the stakes here. But no, we get Canna Bueno's milfy mum suddenly becoming this badass who can take on a demigorgon, who can handle bullets but not a fucking broken champagne glass. And we have no setups in the other series on how she's able to do all this stuff. She even puts an oxygen tank. She puts an oxygen tank in a washing machine. Like she's fucking Rambo. And there's been no setup whatsoever in the previous series. And what happens to Mike's? What happens to Mike's dad? He gets fucking forgotten about. Because, yeah, white dads are bad for some reason. And, God, it is such a waste. There's some very talented guys on this, though. I mean, a lot of the actors, child actors on here have kind of shown that they can't really play past the characters they played in Stranger Things. And they could kind of get away with it back in 2015 when they were younger. But now they're all grown up. They should be... And we're supposed to believe that they're 4 years older now. And it's so funny. It's Steve Buscemi and Fetty Rock with a baseball cap and skateboard going, "How you doing, fellow kids?" all over again. And I have no faith whatsoever on the feature-length movie that's coming out tomorrow. I will still watch it and I will still review it because who knows? Who knows? It might surprise me. Then we get Natalie Dyer out shooting fucking heavily trained soldiers. And yeah, we kind of got set up with her on how to handle a weapon by Jonathan, but come on, she's still an ordinary woman. There's ways to make her a badass who can handle a gun and still not make it seem so cartoonish. And not only that, Linda Hamilton is wasted. We've got this subplot with the soldiers who have built a factory and a laboratory in the Upside Down, and it just raises a lot of plot holes. It really is. It's and Robin is really annoying. Maya Hawke is just annoying. She can't act. Every time they discover something to track down the Vecna, it just feels like they've just pulled it out their asses. There's even one where I think maybe Robin, maybe it is a legitimate fucking deduction, conclusion, or plan or whatever, where Robin pulls out these records, but then she says this line that says, "It hit me like a high note from Whitney Houston." I'm like, fucking hell, listen, I'm not full of nostalgia baiting, but Jesus Christ, calm down on jacking off the 80s here. It's almost as the entire series, it's not as bad as fucking Never-Ending Story being sung while a big man fleshy thing is chasing his friends, but in season 3. But yeah, moving on from this, let's flush this turd. I'm just if you want to watch my opinions on it, I've already done 2 videos on it. I will review the second one that comes out tomorrow. I might try and get it out next week if I can. But so far, I will flush this turd. So yeah, and Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. And that's my number 3 now. It's because this should have been fucking good. This really should have been. This is Tom Cruise has always been very reliable these past few years. He always has been. The stunts are still fucking amazing. I mean, he is still going all the way with the stunts, and even for a guy who's like in his like mid-60s, God, that is amazing. That is amazing. But once again, just like Stranger Things, the characters are just there. And it's directed by the same guy who did the awesome last few Mission Impossible movies. He did Fallout, the best Mission Impossible movie. I still say it's the best. No, sorry. The best, because to me, this really did have everything. It had danger and tension, and it really did sort of like really delve more deep into what Ethan was going for in the last couple of entries. But Final Reckoning, it's just like it's scene after scene of exposition, and occasionally a little bit of action, then more exposition, and then you got there were so many times I was wondering what the hell was going on. Nothing made sense. None of the characters feel like they have that same chemistry anymore. I mean, there was a great dynamic between Cruise and Peg and Ving Rhames, and yeah, Ving Rhames' death was a bit sad, and there was this very good emotional final message. But God, you know what? Even Pom Clemente kind of got wasted, and she looked like she was set up to be something really cool in the last one. Same thing with Asai Morales, and well, actually, Asai Morales was kind of weak, and he's usually a really good villain. Not only that, you had the The other agents that were chasing him was once supposed to be related to Phelps. That goes nowhere. It's all a big mess. It's just a movie. It's a movie, and that should not be the case with a Mission Impossible movie, especially one directed by the same guy who did Rogue Nation and Fallout. So, moving on from this one. So I've done 3 now. Number 2, Superman. 2025. And I kind of expected this to fucking flop anyway, but after seeing the trailers of Superman just screaming like an autistic retard, I really knew this was going to be bad, but I still wanted to give it a go because, okay, it's a new take on it's opening up a new cinematic universe, and who knows, maybe the marketing could have been bad, but no, the film was worse than I thought. Lex Luthor is another shouty man-child, and he already has access to multiple multiverses already, and it looks like it's like we have skipped 5 fucking movies already, and all the exposition is done like in this stupid crawl, and sometimes it doesn't always kill a movie for me, but this felt like a cheat, and it could have gone somewhere like okay, let's do what Superman 2 did, just do like this recap, except this isn't recapping from a previous movie. It's visual. It's a visual little clips that kind of bring a little bit of exposition, and it's all shown and not told. But once again, there's so many ways this could have been rewritten better. I mean, that scene where Lois Lane's interviewing Superman, and she's like chastising him, and he's screaming like a fucking artard, and you know, this could have been written better because it made Lois Lane look really antagonistic and petty towards him. And this could have been like, okay, we need to test you and how you will handle with journalists. So I'm going to be a ruthless journalist that's looking for anything to print the papers. And yeah, that would have been very legitimate as well. She's doing this to test him, you know, so he can learn how to handle himself whenever he's given the tough questions. But no, we have to talk down to the straight white guy who's the hero. And this is Superman, the ultimate superhero, the guy who kind of started it all. If it wasn't for Superman, we wouldn't have like Batman or Captain America. And the plot is all over the place. You can tell James Gunn is only good when he's got a ragtag bunch of outcasts banding together for a common cause. And yeah, he's trying to throw in the fucking Green Lanterns way too soon, and even Hawk Girl is wasted. She's just this too cool for school girl, and it kind of pissed me off, especially when we have a really good Hawk Girl in the Justice League animated series. And not only that, Super fucking Girl. Supergirl is a absolute train wreck. She's the drunk girl at the party from the Family Guy gag. And I'm really not looking forward to Supergirl either. I mean, it said, well, it's based off Woman of Tomorrow, which is kind of... No. This was a comic that came out just a couple of years ago, okay? Any fucking DC or Marvel comic that came out a couple of years ago is not canon. It is not a fucking justification of the actual character. It is just another sort of vehicle for fucking cultural Marxists and revisionists to shit on our heroes. So yeah, this is a total waste. This is how you start your fucking franchise. This is how you open up a new cinematic universe, by shitting on a fucking icon. He's one of the biggest American heroes, biggest comic book heroes. And I'm more of a Batman guy. So fuck this movie. If you want to hear my full thoughts, once again, I've got a review up. Shameless promotion. I don't care. Moving on, let's go on to a few chats as well, because I'm going back and forth between tabs here. So, yeah, I'm sick to death of cinematic universes now as well. It's like I'm sick of superhero movies for now. Knowing me, I probably will see it, but who knows? If I hear some good stuff about Supergirl, I might actually consider it. But sometimes you hear something that's so bad, you have to see it for yourself and you have to review. And yeah. So Who have I missed now? Okay, Drew Gordon. Oh yeah, Drew Gordon, where are you? Here we go. Just popping by. Thought Stranger Things is okay. I had low expectations. Like it was bound to be a victory lap. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's why I didn't like it. So I was expecting it to be a little bit better, especially after the pretty fucking good season 4. I mean, I really like season 4. I thought it was a really good improvement on season 3. So yeah, Rebel Rose, how you doing? I hope you're having a good New Year's Eve. Hope you're not drinking too much, or is drinking too much. You know, either way, I hope it's got to be a win. Yeah, it was. It absolutely wasn't. It should have been. It's like a fucking betrayal when you got these great films and it's directed by the same guy. So yeah, John the Beagle Dad, how you doing, man? So yeah. And by the way, I am liable. I am eligible for super chats. So if you're a trillionaire and you're okay losing $1 million, you know, out of the goodness of your own heart, I will not judge you. You know, I will happily accept it with no dignity whatsoever. Hey, Opnix, how you doing, man? Yeah, 6. Yeah, I think I've read that one already. So Happy New Year's. Yeah, we're getting a lot of Happy New Year's, aren't we? Fuck off with the Happy New Year's now. There's too many. Nah, seriously, Happy New Year to Eve to you all, or Happy New Year's Day to anyone who's like a few hours forward to us. So yeah, let's move on. Let's try not to dwell too much here. So I've done Days Later, Mission Possible, Stranger Days 5, Superman. Okay, so my final, and this is the one that really pissed me off. It really did. It's and it's a shame because I really liked this at first, but Adolescence. Going to be very controversial for some because I know a lot who likes this one. And I did at first. I really did. I thought it was a really good, well acted. It's well directed. And it is kind of well written. I mean, the dialogue is actually pretty decent most of the time. And this kid, fucking hell, this kid is superb. He is so superb. I mean, it doesn't feel like I'm seeing actors acting. I mean, it does feel like I'm watching a real family just fall apart from this very tragic event. But it's too politically driven, though. And the fact that this is inspired from a real stabbing that was not from a white British-born kid from a loving family and from a foreign criminal that was a psychopath is very socially irresponsible. And the fact that Starmer and his fucking cronies are going to try and force this on schools to make men more respectable to women, you know, but never discussing that women should not be fucking assholes to men either, because, you know, men are bad and women are just downright fucking angels, makes me hate this fucking show even more. And it really does, especially when you got one that's just so well acted and so beautifully written, and fuck me, and very emotional a lot of the times as well. And yeah, it's manipulative. It's a manipulative fucking movie. It just happens to be one that's done really well. So Stephen Graham, fuck you for doing this. Fuck you. You are irresponsible. The fact is, you are pretty much trying to push propaganda here. Sorry, I ain't got a good brain. Sorry for the stammer. But yeah, it's propaganda. It really is. There's nothing genuine here. And he's allowing this to happen as well. And by the way, I learned a little bit more that third episode where this therapist woman is speaking to him and asking all these questions. She is not supposed to do that. So that makes this even more reprehensible. So yeah, worst fucking. This is my number one worst of 2025. And you know what? A lot of people are seeing right through this as well. I hope a lot of the kids who are being forced this at school call this out, because I've been seeing a lot of fucking kids on social media showing they actually have a fucking brain. So yeah, moving on. So yeah, we got the worst out the way. So on to something a bit more bloody positive. So I put Mayor of Kingstown on there because this series has been I've kind of been loving this series a lot more than the last few. And I like the last few seasons because, but this I really love a little bit more. One, we got Edie Falco as this kind of prison warden who could either be a great enemy for him or a liable asset. And we got Lenny James as well, sort of like trying to put his fingers in Bunny's crime-ridden pies, for lack of a better term. And Jeremy Renner, once again, is showing how fucking what a soldier he is. I mean, he just had this accident, and he is not once does he look like he's made to look like he has to. Is he made to look like he's more agile than he is? Because he's still fucking convincingly ruthless in this, and he does not fuck about. And the fact we got Carl in jail, and we got Robert, one of his allies, sort of like feeling really betrayed by him as well, and the fact that his allies could be in jail over one of his friends witnessing their crime, it really does. So you can feel the walls are closing in, and Mike has to act fast. Not only that, you got Callahan manipulating his brother, and Jesus Christ, man! It's like, usually when a show throws a shitload at you, it can get a little bit too overwhelming. But here, I was like, no, I'm gripped. I'm gripped on this little plot here, and I'm gripped on that plot here, and I'm gripped on that other plot here, and I'm really seeing how, and I'm really engaged in how Mike is gonna try and overcome this, because he's like, it can be like a bull in a china shop sometimes, but at the same time, he is smart and he can adapt. Like, he may not be as good at it as his brother was, but he is showing to be really evolving here this series as well. And thank God they got rid of fucking Diane West's character, because she was insufferable. She really was. She's teaching these fucking angry black convicts these all these white man bad history lessons, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my God. It kind of makes me wonder if Taylor Sheridan is both woke and based, because sometimes he does some fucking awesome moments that feel based, and other times I think, what the hell are you doing, man? I mean, I've had this problem with Landman at the moment, and even though it looks like I was kind of warming up to, you know, Ali Larter's character in it, she's starting to become a pain in the ass again, and so is his daughter again. She kind of had this really good little redeeming moment in Chasing Rainbows, and now she's back to being a fucking dumb bimbo. But that's another reason why Landman is not in my top 5, even though I was pretty much liking it. But yeah, this really does up the stakes as well, and people fucking die here as well. I mean, some characters do die. These are ones that we've been familiar with from the last few seasons. So highly recommended. If you've not watched the other seasons, it's got its problems, but fucking hell, it's still good, and it is at least consistent. So that's my number 5 of my best. Number 4, a very surprising choice. K-pop Demon Hunters. As soon as I saw this advertised, I thought, Jesus Christ, no way am I watching this shit. No fucking way. I don't care about K-pop or any of that bollocks. And Enzo, you just had to recommend it, didn't you? And you had to have good points on why this was good, so I ended up watching it. Actually, the wife wanted to put it on, so I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. It's the wife that really wanted to watch it, so I kind of watched it because, you know, she kind of held a gun at my balls to watch it. But this was really good. I mean, this is doing what Disney should be fucking doing, and yeah, it's girly, but it is very funny, and these characters are very likable, and the themes they touch on, from friendship and overcoming your flaws and learning to deal with your demons, fucking literally. And it is very clever. I mean, it kind of, I don't know how accurate it is to Korean culture with music and demons, but I don't know. I probably should learn a little bit more about it. And yeah, even the fucking songs are kind of catchy. I mean, I hate them, but I kind of love them as well. It's a film that I really know I should hate, but it does a lot of things so well. And you got these strong female characters who are actual strong female characters, and they're flawed, but they have personalities, and they're very charming, and they've got an innocence to them as well. And they kind of feel relatable too. And yeah, teeny fucking girly boppers being relatable, that should not be the case. The action's really great, and visuals are so brilliant. I mean, you can really tell they have put a lot of work into the visuals. They have not half-assed this. And I've already had this on my Bastard's Bastards recommends. So yeah, if you've not watched it, do check it out. You will not regret it. You'll hate yourself for singing the songs, but God, Disney needs to fucking watch this and actually prioritize where to go next with whatever movies they're doing, because this is doing more than this is basically doing what they used to do, and this is from Netflix, for fuck's sake. So yeah, I've done my 4. What was the next one? Oh yes. Why not? Why not F1? I'm not even into Formula 1. I don't care about that shit. I really don't. But this movie, it just took me back to a time where you could watch these really cheesy Jerry Bruckheimer movies. And yeah, it is produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, and it just made you feel fucking good after. You felt inspired, you know, but at the same time, you're giving these 2 very conflicting characters, a guy who's kind of a burnout, but he's still kind of got something there about him, you know, and he's got this young hotshot who's very talented, but he's also very arrogant and full of himself, and they both kind of conflict. They both have these egos sort of clashing, but they somehow found a way to find a middle ground. And watching these 2 give each other shit is so fucking good. I mean, Brad Pitt and Damson Idris, they are both so hilarious to watch. I just love watching these 2 give shit. And Kerry Condon is very, very charming. I mean, she's not this super hot fucking Hollywood star like Sydney Sweeney, but I don't know, she does it for me. She does it. She kind of comes across as a bit more of a real woman instead of someone who just glammed up. And she's kind of got this appeal to her as well. And Javier Bardem is really likable, and I've got an actor on here who's kind of just the cartoon British villain. He's kind of just there, but I kind of still got a bit of a laugh out of him. And it does crank up the danger. You still feel the danger where they have to be real quick at changing the tyres at the pit stops, and they got to be really careful, but quickly as well, because one little mistake could cost the driver his life. And oh my God, you really feel that danger, and it's well shot. And once again, Joseph Kosinski is showing to be one of the better directors of 2025, and it's really giving me hope that he may do the next Miami Vice remake some justice, a lot better than maybe the 2006 one that Michael Mann did. I mean, Michael Mann, the producer of the original one, by the way. So we'll see. So Formula 1, really cheesy, but really, really feel good. Very, yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I'm going to move on to this now because, once again, I've got my review out. You can watch that. And Pluribus is number 2. Pluribus. I will be getting a review on that soon because I want to do a review on it, and it's definitely going to be a recommends. And this is another one where, okay, as soon as I heard it was from Vince Gilligan, and it had Rhea Seehorn, I was already in. But I was also skeptical. Could Vince Gilligan do the pooch here? You know, because we've seen a lot of good, really talented filmmakers, and kind of fall flat now. We've seen Russell T Davies go full on fucking walk with Doctor Who, and we've seen Danny Boyle fucking go walk with 28 years later. And yeah, it's kind of walk a little bit. You know, we've got a character who's a lesbian, because yeah, we've not seen that before in the last 10 or 15 years. But thankfully, she's written well. She is not a Mary Sue. She's kind of a stick in the mud. She's a moody, miserable, pessimistic bastard who has it all, but she's kind of not happy. And I was almost going to wonder if I was going to like this character, because I hate when people who have it all fucking moan. But no, she does become very sympathetic and surprisingly the voice of reason, but at the same time, she does kind of show to be a bit of a hypocrite. But the show gives us reasons why she is, but at the same time, it doesn't make her a total idiot as well. She is still trying to find out what is happening, and the fact that the world has basically been taken over by this hive mind with only just a few still retaining their individuality. You know, it's, you know, it does make you it does make her a bit engaging, and you do want to see her find out more and more on what is happening and how she can stop this. And I like the fact that she's not out to kill them all. She wants to reverse it, because the people are still in there, but they're also in someone else at the same time. And and I just love how philosophical it is as well. I mean, it's a good character study on isolation and why we need companionship, even if it's with people that we know we shouldn't be companions with, or, you know, how we are prone to just becoming hedonistic if we're not given any struggle, or, you know, with or how the price of utopia comes at, you know, being part of a collective and robbing you of your individuality. And I really loved all these ideas. And even the Hardmound is kind of made a little bit likable, but sinister at the same time. They don't think they're doing anything wrong. They think, no, you should listen to our side, because what we are feeling, what we are is glorious. You just don't understand. Yeah, we're having to do some drastic things, but once you see, you will see. And I love that. I just love how they're doing bad things, but they're still calling out how bad it is. It's still fucked up, and I still want to see Carol, you know, reverse this thing. And I love this Manwuzo character as well. He's very good. He's very moral. And oh, my dog's just fucking bumped into the fucking room. Come on, you. Hey, come on, man. Come on, little girl. She's being ignorant. Fuck it. Hey. Yeah, right. Want a bit of companionship, don't you? Hey, daft sod. All right. So where was I? But yeah, it's still messed up that these people are robbing people of their individuality. Yeah, they're still there, but, you know, we need to be one person. We can't be a man of many people all together. We can't be a collective. You know, being human is all about being individual. It's all about free thinking and not being in an echo chamber, or, you know, not having being independently thinking. And once again, Vince Gilligan has really done a good job of sort of like adding layers to this universe. And I'm really kind of annoyed that it's going to take another 2 years before we get another series of this. And I'm like, really? I don't know. I'm hoping he doesn't drop the ball. I'm really hoping he does come through in the next couple of years, because I'm really intrigued on how this will pan out. And I really love Reese Seahorn in this. She does a good job of making this Stick in the Mud seem very come across very sympathetic and relatable. Even relatable. Yeah, I'm not going to lie about that. So do check it out, Pluribus. Yeah, it's very slow at times, but then again, so was Breaking Bad and so was Better Call Saul. But whenever Vince Gilligan does something slow, it does look like it's there for a reason. It's not just there for him to be self-indulgent. It feels deliberate, you know. So my number one has got to be Warfare, because and it's nothing that complex or anything super Hollywoodized. It's not. It's a very, very uncompromising account of a mission gone wrong. And it's basically just a fight for survival. That's it. It's mostly people just fighting to survive. And it really does put you in the shoes of these soldiers. And once again, the characterization isn't really that fleshed out, but it didn't need to do. It didn't need to be totally fleshed out, because these are soldiers that could be anybody. You know, it could be you, it could be me in that situation. And it really does sort of really put you in the tedium of it as well, because there's a good while when nothing's happening. It's just them sort of like trying to kill off the boredom of waiting. And then when something finally happens, like a grenade comes by, they don't just go, "Oh my God, grenade, jump!" No, they just look at it like their brain is just processing what has just happened. before they realised, oh shit, that's a grenade. And once again, you never know who's going to die. You never know who's going to come out. And the fact this was made by Ray Mendoza, who was a real, actual veteran who fought in this, you can tell a lot of passion was put into this, and they wanted to really make you feel, really make you go through the horrors of war with these people. And it is traumatizing to watch, and it's very emotional and heartbreaking and tragic. And yeah, when once you've finished watching this, you will feel like you've just had something. You feel like an emotional toll has been taken on you. So that is my number one of this year. I mean, there's nothing else. I mean, I'm mostly because I'm a bit biased towards veterans who are pretty much doing or have done a lot of shit. I will not. I don't think I could ever have the balls doing myself. So yeah, and that's my number one. So, and before I leave, I will jump into. I will, respond to the chat a little bit. So yeah. So yeah. Oh, a lot of toxicity. Thanks for the 10 American dollars, man. I think that might be £7 something. So yeah, it's any money, or any small amount or big amount, I am happy to have, because the smallest contribution is still the biggest support for me. So think how much big support it is with a big contribution. No, I'm joking. So yeah, John talk a lot of toxic. Yeah, so since you've done that, Happy New Year, you glorious bastard from the north, my brother from another mother from across the pond. I'll be waking the bar till 2 a.m. God help me. Hopefully, no murders in the hotel. Yeah, fucking hell yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't do a Stranger Days stream today, because I want to get you on for that. So it means being a little late on the holiday streams front thing. Yes, hey, come on, hey. Dog gets restless. Just loves a good scratch as well. So yeah, Stranger Days will be on Friday, on the 2nd of January, because it's the season's practically mostly over anyway, but still it's on the week where the kids are still off school and people, and basically you can still have your holiday decorations up, because it's bad luck when you leave it after the 6th for some reason. I don't know. I don't really know the whole thing of why that happens. So yeah, sadly, very well made propaganda. Yeah, adolescence. Yeah, agreed. Mayor Kingstown Rocks. Yeah, that fucking final, man. Jesus Christ. I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah. Oh my God, Carl. Oh yeah, he's not going to be the same guy after this. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, he wasn't even the same guy after it happened. So yeah, K-pop. I said the same thing. Yeah, it's good. It's fucking good. It really is. It shouldn't be good, but I really hope the sequel is good. I know it's going to be a sequel, so we'll see. I love how you guys are all acting a little bit ashamed to pick a kid, but yeah, we're fucking. I'm a fucking. I'm 37. I'm a 37 Yorkshire lad who's going to be 40 in a few years. I'm balding. I'm not as young as I used to be, but I feel it sometimes. And I don't like fucking K-pop. I'm more of a Oasis, sort of like Britpop, sort of indie rock kind of guy. Old school rock and roll, like The Who and all that lot. But yeah, when the film is done with so much charm and so much, naturally, so much passion as well, you've got to give it to it. You've got to give it to the people who made it. So yeah, really loved it. Yeah, women, you can sort of get away with loving K-pop Demon Hunters a little bit more. I love this movie that much. Yeah. Oh, come on, let's have a Days of Thunder sequel. That film is so fucking underrated. It really is. I need to watch it again. I've only seen it once, but you got the really cool Hans Zimmer score. You've got Michael Rooker on there. Sort of like wheelchair racing him. It's so much wasting emotion. I know. I love that. I like it. I like it, but yeah, it is good because it's insidious. Yeah, because there is something a lot more. There is something very sinister about the fact that these people are so happy that they won't harm a fly or an apple, so they have to resort to much more extreme measures to survive. And I don't want to give it away too much because it is that twist, but some of you probably will have already predicted it anyway. Yeah, look, I need to watch it again, man. I really do. I remember really liking it and finding it pretty intense. Yeah, it is a bit different. It is mostly about guys just sort of like trying to fight their way to survive, while Hurt Locker was more about, hoping you don't make the wrong choice and blow yourself up. Yeah, Happy New Year, Leaf Keen. How you doing? And Elder and yeah, and I don't think there will be anything else I can add to that anyway. I'll be doing Stranger Days on Friday. Usual time. I'm going to get back to my usual schedule after doing Bastards Breakdowns on Monday for Christmas Carol, and I will try and get my Pluribus review out before, hopefully tomorrow or maybe sometime after, but hopefully before next week if I can. I mean, it's mostly edited anyway. I just need to halfway edited. But it's New Year's Eve as well. I thought I'd take a break, watch some movies with the wife, have a couple of drinks, yada, yada, yada. And I am trying to write some other videos that are just movie reviews, maybe essays. Like I do want to do a video on the live action Batman actors, because we've seen so many good interpretations of them and some bad interpretations, but each one always kind of feels like they're faithful, but also their own thing from the comics. And I always like that. And very sadly, I won't be including Kevin Conroy in it, because if I'm just sticking to theatrical live action Batman performances. So since Kevin Conroy is animated, he is not included, which is a shame, because he would have already been my number one, because whether he played the role physically or not, and just did the voice, he is still Batman to me. So I will end this now. I think we've gone over half an hour and less than an hour, so it's not too much of a long stream. And thank you for the $10 super chat, Toxic. I will happily blow it on booze by the time I get by the end of January when it goes into my account. And for all you beautiful bastards, have a happy new year. And while you're there, do check out my Strange Days video edited review. I mean, it's not my live stream, which is on Friday, actual edited review. So I thought, fuck it, why not do a live stream later? So yeah, just do the rewatch anyway. The rewatch is where I gain the most benefit anyway, because it probably helps the algorithm a bit more. Like the more people watch the rewatch and leave a comment, it probably helps push it a little bit more. So yeah, every one of you, have a happy new year, and hopefully next year will be a little bit better, and hopefully some of you end up becoming millionaires as well, and whatever problems you've had in the past year or so, hopefully they all get solved next year. And I will bid you adieu, and whether you beautiful bastards are Northern English or not, thanks for watching, and do remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and to ring that bell in order to be notified. And if you wish to further support this channel, then the links are in the description below. But right now, that's me done, and I'm off to the pub. Happy New Year, you beautiful bastards.